Hello and welcome to day 4 of Heart. So today we'll still work on opening up the chest, the heart space, and the shoulders, but today we'll stay a little bit lower to the ground. This is where we transition in the 10 days. So today we'll work on some more meditative and slow types of poses. So let's get started lying down on the mat. If you'd like to start off right away with a heart opener, when you come into Shavasana, our resting pose, you can take a towel or a blanket, roll it up lengthwise, and make sure you place it along the spinal column. As you lie down, let the shoulders drape over it to find a very gentle heart opener. If you have blocks and want to use them, you take one block lengthwise on the second setting at the bottom of the shoulder blades, right where the bra strap is. Then the second block nice and long behind the head on the second setting. And this will allow the shoulders to drape over the block and to open the heart. Otherwise, if you'd like to just find your rest with the palms face up in a receiving position, find yourself there. Gaze may soften or close. Start to settle in here. Let the movements, the wiggles, slowly dissipate. Your gentleness begin to wash over. The love for yourself coursing through. Acceptance of who you are in this moment now. With every breath, continue to relax into the shoulders, the chest, as you feel your heart space begin to expand. Start to energize through the fingers and toes, the ankles and the wrists. Arms and legs liven, and maybe rock your head a little from left to right. Take the arms up overhead, biceps by the ears. Let the back lift off to the ground for your good morning stretch. And then just relax, palms face up. Nice and slow here. Start to lift the hands, lift the head, the neck, and the shoulders, and guide just that part of the body over towards the right. Left foot slides slightly to the right, and then this right ankle crosses over the left. Side body stretch in banana pose. This is probably my favorite pose name ever. Take a slow inhale. Open mouth exhale. Relax into it. Slowly unwind the same way you came in, come out. And then we'll guide the upper body over towards the right. Right foot slides over, left ankle rests on top of right in banana pose. Slow inhale. Open mouth exhale. Relax into it. Slowly unravel. Palms come on tops of the thighs. Use the core to pull the knees in towards the chest, and let the palms rest on the bottoms of the knees, the top of the shins. Some heaviness right there with the hands as your lower back presses into the ground. Slowly release the hands, palms down next to the hips. Flex the toes as you extend the legs up to the sky. Gentle point and flex here. Be very slow and careful with the body. Not to overdo any of the stretches. Most certainly not in the beginning of class. And find stillness, guide the knees back in towards the chest. Make your way into a seat, however you would like to get there. There is no wrong way. Find your legs in a crossed position, and if the knees tend to hug up a lot towards the body and you're feeling very tense in the hip flexors, take a towel, a blanket, or a block underneath the back of the hips just to give this forward tilt of the pelvis. Palms will rest on the knees. As you inhale, send the chest forward, up, and back. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Use the leverage of hands on the knees to lean. On your exhale, dive forward, curl. Heart space reaches behind you through the shoulder blades. Long, strong inhale, dive forward, up, back, open the chest. Exhale, dive forward, in, and let the heart spill in between the shoulder blades. Continue to move here. Make it a generous breath. I'm a big fan, and you'll hear me say this in these classes and also in my public classes, to really use the full breath with the full motion. It's very common, especially in our faster yoga classes, to rush the breath, to try to get to the pose so quickly. And by the time we get there, there's no more breath left. So take your time. You can still move fast in those faster paced yoga classes, but use the entire breath. And the next time your heart comes between your shoulder blades, let that be the last round. On your inhale, gently come forward and find your seat. Take an inhale. Open mouth, release. Slowly begin to make your way into downward facing dog. You can roll over the knees or uncross the legs and swing them around like I did to find yourself into your inverted V pose. Immediately begin to find some movement, pedal out the feet. Strong press stays in the palms, the fingertips, especially the pointer finger and thumb, as you do your best to wrap the biceps forward. Now let's move into stillness. Let the heels get heavy. I don't normally teach a downward dog like this just because it's a little bit unstable, but since we're opening up the heart, we'll take a chance on it today. Keep the strong press through the hands, wrap the biceps forward. Now let the ears come past the biceps. Maybe you start to press your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. Be gentle. And then back off. Nice work. Inhale, send the right leg high. Exhale, step or walk your foot in between your hands. Lower the back knee down. Find the strong press down through the right foot. Knee is over the ankle. Inhale, palms, chest rise up to find your lunge. As you exhale, sink into it. And always keep that gentle engagement in the left glute to feel some resistance in the hip flexors, so you might not go very far forward. As you inhale, sink a little deeper, maybe release the flex of the glute as you open up the chest and the heart towards the front of the room. Exhale, close it in, wrap the forearms in front of your face. And when you get to this position, hold. I want you to think about curling the pelvis under. This should give you a lot of sensation in the hip flexor on this left side right here. So that curl under of the pelvis, the chin in towards the chest. Especially if you do this move first thing in the morning, it might be super intense. Inhale, sink into your generosity. Let the heart move through the gates of your arms. Exhale, close in. This time, heart space moves between the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, take it back. One more inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, find center, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms come down. Make your way into downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open mouth. Press through the hands, forefinger and thumb, wrap the biceps forward, and start to melt the chest closer towards the tops of the thighs, maybe the ears past the biceps. It's a little unstable, so keep the strong press through the hands. With gentleness, back off. Inhale, left leg sweeps up high. Exhale, you step or walk your foot in between your hands on the ground. Lower the back knee. Set yourself up. Ankle, heel underneath the left knee. Inhale, palms, chest reach to the sky to find your lunge position. So first find that engagement in the right glute. Send the hips forward. You'll notice the tension. And treat this like an entirely new side of the body as it is. Do your best not to anticipate the motions. Here we go. Inhale, cactus the arms, heart spills forward. Maybe you back out of that strength in the glute to come deep into your lunge. Exhale, you curl the pelvis under and we hold here, hold the pose. Breath stays alive. That curl under. Really work on closing the space between the ribs and the pelvis. Nice intense stretch on that right side. Round through the upper back, chin to chest and the heart, in between the gates of your shoulder blades. Inhale, we come forward to open, sink into generosity. Exhale, we back off. Inhale. Exhale, full breath, friends. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, find center, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Take a slow breath in. Open mouth. Inhale, sweep the right leg up high. Exhale, we'll find half pigeon pose. So take the knee, the shin underneath the body. Move the knee towards the right wrist, the toes, the ankle towards the left wrist, and then lower the outer calf down. Uncurl the back toes. You may notice that this shin is not parallel with the top of the mat. That is normal and that is okay, perfectly fine. Take a gentle square of the hips forward. Both sides of your hips are nice and heavy. Now you have the option, if you absolutely love pigeon pose, to just fall into it and enjoy the hip stretch. If you want to follow me in some heart openers, we'll begin. So first we'll start to lift the hands up, squeeze everything together underneath you, and you see that lift that just happened? Make some space between your body and the bottom of the mat. From here, start to bend into the back knee. Maybe you stay. Maybe you grab onto the foot. Perhaps you pull the foot a little closer in, chest will stay forward. Maybe the other hand finds the foot as well. Now we did this version in the other day in our lunge. So this is our pigeon version. Roll the shoulders onto the back body and maybe you kick the shin, the foot into the hand. So I grabbed onto my shin just to kind of close the space a little bit. My quad is a little tight this morning. But maybe you grab onto the foot. Now if you're kind of looking at me like, what is going on there? Let's try a different option. Instead, you take the left hand and grab onto the inside edge of the left foot. You pull the foot in just as much as is comfortable. Perhaps you hook the elbow around the toes. From here, you can start to lift the right hand up as you take the forearm behind the head and interlace the fingers on the outer part of the left ear. So this is a version of our mermaid pose. Keep the heart lifted and open. If you start to close in, imagine that openness coming right here. Very nice work. So wherever you are, slowly begin to unwind. And if you are working on that flip grip, this is a great place to practice it too. I'll show you what that looks like on the other side. Press the hands down, step back, downward facing dog, pedal out through the feet. We'll move into the other side. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Set yourself up. If you want to pour forward and just enjoy it, go ahead. If you want to work on the same poses we worked on the other side, find that squeeze in, make some space between yourself and the mat. Bend the back knee. Maybe you grab onto the foot, the ankle, the shin, roll the shoulders back and open the heart. Perhaps you work on your mermaid pose. Heart is nice and open, chest is lifted. If you're practicing the flip grip, just like in our dancers from our day 3, you grab onto the bunion edge of the foot, you wrap the elbow out and up, chest lifts to the sky. Perhaps from here you also kick foot into hand. And then without slingshotting yogi, go ahead, Release. Come into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And pause in stillness. Knees lower to the ground. Make your way into a seated position. So these poses, I offer lots of options to make this an all levels class. And the definition of asana, of yoga poses, that physical expression, is steadiness and comfort. So in every single pose, every single transition, as long as you find steadiness and comfort, you are successful in doing the pose. If at any point you push yourself past that and you're steady but uncomfortable, unsteady but comfortable, technically you're not doing the pose. So tune in, look inward, experience every pose as it is, and decide if you truly are steady and comfortable, if there's room for growth and you just don't want to step there, or if you've gone too far past your edge and you need to take a little step back. It's a personal practice, a personal journey. Do what feels so good in your body. Once you find your seat, close your eyes or soften your gaze towards the mat. And let your gentle breath wash through. We take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Inhale, inflate through the entire body cavity. Exhale, let everything fall in. Inhale, expand, lift the heart. Exhale, let it fall back in. One more breath in. Breath out. Pause as you fall into more natural rhythms. Perhaps with your hand on your chest, you can feel your heartbeat. Pumping life force throughout your entire body. The rate of your heartbeat begins to slow, steady, comforting. Let the awareness of you with knowledge of your body, true depth, wash over. You are your true guide. You know what it is you need, you can do. Honor that in every moment, not just on your mat, but off as well. Take a slow breath in. Slow open mouth. If you would like a Shavasana, now is the time. Pause the video. Find your final rest. If you're ready to continue with your day, eyes can stay closed or soft. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for being so open, honest with yourself in your yoga journey, and expansive in everything you do. The light and the teacher in me honors the light and the teacher in you. Thank you.